Right, guys, I wanted to do some PvP decks with Emperor Thaurissan, and I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to do some fun PvP decks. These are decks that are designed to help you climb maybe the lower ranks. These are not supposed to be mega competitive at the high level, but they will help you have fun in PvP, which I think is one of the most important things about this game. This is my fun, mega level Warsong Raider Emperor Thaurissan deck, and it's really, really cool. It has won me about 80% of my games between 0 and 2k. So if you're in that kind of category, you'll probably find that you get a similar kind of success rate. And there's definitely room for improvement. That's the great thing about this deck. I could probably tech things in and out depending on what I'm facing. Like, if you're facing a lot of Banshees, like, you're going to need a Blizzard, for instance. If you're facing a lot of Harpies, you might want to tech in a Chain Lightning. There is lots of things that you can tech in and out to make sure this deck is competitive up to a certain point. Obviously, once you get to a certain point in the ladder, you're going to be facing versus people who are just like ultra defensive. They can deal with pretty much anything that you send at them, and this deck's not going to be that useful. But for your average ladder game, this deck is fun and it wins games really quickly, which is all that we want. Now, got a quick sponsor for the video. After the video sponsor, I'll be doing a giveaway for 300 gold, 1 random BlackRock mini, and 1 random BlackRock leader. I think I have 5 codes to give away. So all you have to do is enter that into that, and I'll tell you how to enter that after this quick sponsor shout out. Hey guys, those of you that follow me on the channel know that I don't take too many sponsorships, but I had to take this sponsorship from Raycon. They sent me out the everyday earbuds to test and have, and it's really great because I actually really needed some new earbuds, and boy, I've actually been incredibly impressed with them. They're really reasonably priced if you go and have a look on the website using the link in the description below, and they also feel really good in your ears. I'm going to just show you them a little bit closer up now. At the end of this section, guys, I'm going to be playing a song through my Raycon earbuds, and if you can tell me the name of the song, you win a cookie or an Excoundrel prize, whatever. But they feel awesome in your ears. They have some really cool features as well. They have like awareness mode, which is basically noise isolation. You press the right button. And it's really nice they've got tactile buttons on the earbuds as well. That's really awesome. And it's a feature that not many earbuds have. And I just love the ability to have a tactile button that you can press and it does something. And they also have 3 different sound profiles that you can cycle between by holding the left button in your earbud as well. It's really awesome. And yeah, I've been using them to work out, using them to clean the house. And yeah, what we're going to do now is we are going to play a song. And if you guys know the song that I'm playing right now, and you can name it from a 5-second clip, you win an Excoundrel prize. You get a heart from me in the comments. Alright, to enter into the giveaway, all you need to do is comment on this video. That's it. All you need to do is add a comment to this video. I will then add that comment into a random comment picker on a random website that does like YouTube comment pickers. I will then reply to your comment, and all I need you to have is Discord. I will then ask you to reach out to me on Discord where I can give you the code. That is it. That's all you need to do. Right, let's jump into this deck description. Right. So we're using Hubris on Emperor Thaurissan to give us the +2 levels to something that we play that is non-elemental. We're obviously going to try and give that pretty much all the time to our Warsong Raider with Raising Focus. This is basically like Gargoyle, but faster. That's why I like this deck. It's like, it is Gargoyle, but faster. Gargoyle definitely, I think, is stronger overall, but I just like the fast sort of pace of Warsong Raider and the fact that you can just ram the bases with Execute and hitting it on the head. I really like that. We're running Smoke Bomb. This is just to help our Warsong Raider get towards the base much more quickly. We're running Execute with Bloodthirsty. That helps, A, deal some damage to the base, but also increase the damage that Warsong Raider is dealing to the base. We're running Bristleback on Quillbore because it applies the burn that you get from the non-elemental minis dealing burn damage. We are playing Airdrop with Gryphon Raider to help us give us some extra levels. It's not necessary, but it is good. And we're running Coming in Hot on Safe Pilot just for the more reactionary, more quick application of that damage. And that is it. Let's jump into some games and see how we do. Okay, I'm going to break it down a few games because I played loads, but I'm trying to find the good ones, you know, where I didn't just face roll is quite hard. So we're playing versus a Sylvanas here, so we're going to drop. This is kind of the ideal start. I'll pause here. The ideal start really is to start with Gryphon Rider, place it somewhere here, have it just travel up here, dropping potions. It's a very low commitment. It's 2 gold. You don't have to do anything crazy with it. Because obviously we need the cycle to kind of essentially be Gryphon, then Thaurissan, and I don't even know how to say your name, and then Warsong Raider. But in this case, we don't have Thaurissan in the hand, or Emperor Thaurissan in the hand. So we're going to have to kind of go with Gryphon Rider. Now, a good way to deal with Sylvanas, you'll see me do it right here. Right behind Sylvanas, drop a Quillbore. And this basically makes it a really, really strong value trade versus Sylvanas, because not only did we spend 4 gold to take out 6 gold, we also, as you may have seen, we also just killed the Banshee too. Now, he's dropping a, really interestingly, dropping a Chimera, not something that I was expecting. We do get poisoned. We're going to go for the full hog, just try and hit as much as possible. I actually think on reflection probably would have been best to hold the execute, but we still got quite a bit of damage done here. Now, what we're going to do with this Chimera is pretty much the same thing. We want to turn him away. We're going to use quite a lot to defend this tower, because we really do like having this tower to kind of launch our attacks from. Don't necessarily need it, but if you don't, if you lose that tower, you kind of have to get through it again with your Warsong Raider. Now, you can see here again, he's going to drop another Chimera. Again, I don't really rate Chimera massively, but we do actually have our full combo now. So we are going to drop Emperor Thaurissan, and we are going to wait, and we have quite a few potions to pick up with our Warsong Raider now. What we're going to do is we're going to stealth it right past this. We no longer care about this. Like, we've just seen him spend a load of gold, so we no longer care about this. And because we have Raising Focus, we're going to ignore that ghoul as well. We're going to get a level 7 Warsong Raider, which is 4 levels above this. Whack the tower down, victory. Pretty easy. Nice little start to the wins. Alright, so versus Dracasath here. We didn't really have a good opening place. We kind of just went for the Warsong Raider into the tower. Now, he'd used Cheat Death, I assume, because he thought that Warsong Raider was going to hit his goblins. So we've already taken a bit of a slow start here. We've got hit by a couple of sappers, which you couldn't really do anything about because we didn't have our safe pilot in hand. We see here, this is something that you can do versus harpies, especially if they're coming at your Gryphon Rider. It's pretty good because essentially you trade 2 gold for 3 gold. And by playing Emperor Thaurissan, you get, even if you lose versus another Gryphon Rider, as long as you land 1 Gryphon Rider attack on another Gryphon Rider, it ends up resulting in a win for you. Now, here's where we start using the safe pilot. He could have cheated death there, but we knew that we knew that he didn't have the gold. We're going to use Execute. We actually landed it on a Dracasath that spawned. I don't really know what this Dracasath deck is about. It, to me, just reeks of someone that's kind of just randomly built something. We're going to do this sort of the move again with the Harpies plus the Quillbore. Should allow us to take down all of the Harpies. And once we spawn Emperor Thaurissan as well, we'll start applying burn to our Dracasath. Not that we really even need it, but you're going to see it again in just a moment. We'll drop down our Emperor Thaurissan, and we're going to go again for another big run with our Warsong Raider. We're going to go all the way down. Pick up. I just realized you guys won't have been able to see me writing. We're going to go all the way down, and once again, just execute the Dracasath. Obviously, Dracasath, bit of a pain in the bum, but got enough work done here to essentially cycle out to another execute, which is kind of what we're looking to do here. Just cycle out to one more execute. We actually didn't play this. You're going to see me in a minute. I didn't actually play this optimally. I really should have just used Smoke Bomb on anything. So I actually just should have smoke bombed anything. I actually played it way too close here. As you can see, I was like, oh, God, yeah, I didn't realize he'd cycled out to his sappers that quickly. But we shouldn't have played it that slow, to be honest with you. Right, we're versus a Tyrion here. Again, so this is an interesting start. We've got a lot of reactive cards. In this situation, I would actually just drop Thaurissan, and then I would drop Warsong Raider to go towards the side tower. Obviously, we see that we're going up against quite a big group of enemy minis over here. We're going to try and drop Safe Pilot in a spot where it's not going to become a major issue. He's actually gone all in on my side tower, leaving my Warsong Raider to kind of do his own thing. And that's great for me because Warsong Raider's now taken that tower. It now means that Warsong Raider's like moving over towards the main tower as well. We have an Execute that comes down. So he's just spent pretty much all of his gold. An Execute has come down. What we're going to do is we're going to drop another Thaurissan. This time around, we actually have our Gryphon Rider running at the side here, and we want, to drop Warsong Raider underneath the Gryphon Rider. That's going to give it 2 extra levels off the back of the Thaurissan. We are going to stealth it past all of these guys, which is great for us, and then we are going to execute. Now, he's dropped a Skeleton Party, which is a great way of dealing with, the damage. Annoyingly, by the way, isn't it really annoying? I don't know if anyone else still notices this, but Gryphon Rider is the only unit in the game that randomly changes targets when it's on the towers. I don't know if that's a bug. I swear that they'd kind of said that was a bug, but anyway, nonetheless. Safe Pilot cleans up. That's one of the things about Pyromancer. It's like another one of those units that's just instantly one-shottable by Safe Pilot. We're getting something I've noticed here. We're getting a really good set of potion drops. So we actually just dropped a Warsong Raider naked in this situation because it already goes to level 5. We're going to stealth it through. That just kind of drops the aggro for a moment, which gives us just enough time to kind of walk through and get a couple of hits with the Safe Pilot. Sorry, with the Safe Pilot, with the Warsong Raider. And that was quite nice, quick and easy one. Versus a Baron. So we have the start that we're looking for, which is basically drop a Gryphon Rider. He's actually, I don't know why he did this. Maybe he just didn't have a better play, but I'm just going to allow him to take over my Kobold because that is a massive disadvantage for him. We'll drop the Emperor Thaurissan in an area that isn't easily taken, isn't easily chained onto by the Huntress. And you can see we are still dropping a nice amount of potions. Now, I want to use, and this is one of the things that you can do with Emperor Thaurissan, I obviously don't want to use Quillbore, so I want to use Safe Pilot. So I'm just going to Safe Pilot that random Skeleton Mage, and now I'm going to drop the empowered Warsong Raider. We have a couple of potions to pick up now, level 7, which is really nice. I think something you can do is, because I know he's got a Banshee, which is right there, bit of a problem. The Banshee just gets immediately taken over. Banshee is one of the biggest problems that you have in this deck, and especially if they drop it really close to their base, it is so difficult for you to kind of counter it unless you've got Blizzard, which is what I talked about in the deck building. Like, sometimes you just kind of need Blizzard. Now, I know that he won't have Banshee again here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run Banshee down. Now, I'm going to drop a Safe Pilot. Again, Harpies are another big issue for this deck. This guy's got basically 2 of the cards which kind of hard counter us, which is essentially Harpies, but also Banshee. But they are quite expensive cards, and so Harpies are a kind of a net positive gold trade if you use them, whereas obviously Banshee is a neutral gold trade, but they take over the mini. So you just have to kind of bear that in mind. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. We have a Huntress coming down, nothing really good to counter it with. We're just setting up for hopefully another Warsong Raider push here. I've just seen him use Safe Pilot and Huntress, so what we're going to do is we're literally just going to run straight past these guys. Because I've just seen him basically use all of his stuff, and he won't have. There's Banshee, so I'm not going to use anything there. I actually thought he didn't have Banshee available to him, but yeah, Banshee's just come out once again. We're going to use Safe Pilot just to get rid of both of the major counters here. We have Thaurissan on the field already, which is quite nice. We don't actually need to run Thaurissan again if we don't want to, but we are going to drop another one just over this side. He's going to drop Huntress again, which means he probably has cycled to another Banshee. I think what he ends up doing is playing Banshee too early here. I can't remember. We're going to run through. He Safe Piloted instead of using Banshee, which has given us plenty of time to hit the base. And that's what we're doing right now. You can see just getting a load of chunk damage in. One of the great things as well, yeah, he was waiting to use Banshee. He didn't have it. He ended up using a Safe Pilot instead, which was his mistake. But we were kind of lucky to win that one. That was a matchup that massively countered us. He ran Banshee and Harpies, and both of those are absolutely terrible for our deck. But we managed to get away with it because he kind of misplayed. But it just shows you like one opening is all you need with this deck to kind of go in and just take the base. I'm going to go... Right, last one that we're going to do. This is a level 5 one versus a Jaina. This guy makes a massive error right at the start. We have a great opening, which is our Gryphon Rider. Okay, so I'm just going to pause. Never do this, especially if you're running a deck that has this that can get killed by Safe Pilot and this that can get killed by Safe Pilot. This is just a 2 gold net positive trade for me. I don't even mind sacrificing my Safe Pilot to the Harvest Golem. That is just a massive, massive gold trade in my advantage. And yeah, also just wasted Blizzard on my Gryphon Rider, which to me just shows me that he's used all of his stuff. So now I'm going to just drop my Warsong Raider. It's got 3 level advantage. He's Bansheed way too early. So this is what you can do if they do Banshee too early. You kind of want a Banshee at the base. I just went straight past his Banshee. He just wasted 4 gold for practically nothing. I know that he's just going to take over my Emperor Thaurissan, but that doesn't matter too much because we're essentially going to kill his base in one go. And there's the Jaina. We're going to just Safe Pilot the Jaina. Easy. Very quick. Very nice win. Very easy. And that is the deck. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I'm not saying this is the best deck in the world. I'm just saying it's fun, it's quick, it can help you climb the ladder. There are definitely counters. There are ways to tech in to deal with those counters, but it just depends if you face them enough. I faced a lot of Banshee on ladder, so there probably is some merit for me playing, like getting rid of Execute and playing Blizzard. Like, they do the same thing, right? Blizzard is going to deal a significant amount of damage to the base, but also protect your Warsong Raider. So there is probably merit for me running Blizzard over Execute in this particular deck. I just haven't tried it out yet, but I probably will. Anyway, hope you enjoy.